You're watching CryptoCast Daily, top crypto headlines made simple. Don't forget to like and subscribe for daily updates. Here are the top highlights shaping the crypto market today. Fed's Sept. 17 rate cut could spark short-term jitters but supercharge Bitcoin, gold and stocks long-term. Your company probably doesn't need its own L2. Memecoins rally as traders bet on Fed rate cut and US altcoin ETFs. Ton strategy starts share buyback, Treasury staking after shares plunge 40%. State of crypto. Brian Quintenz vs. Tyler Winklevoss. WisdomTree launches Tokenized private credit fund. Gemini crypto exchange IPO pops 14% as Winklevoss twins predict $1 million Bitcoin. Bone price surges 40% after Shibarium flash loan exploit. Crypto's time has come, SEC chair outlines vision for on-chain markets and agentic finance. Massachusetts State Attorney General alleges Kalshi violating sports gambling laws. Polymarket weighs $9 billion valuation amid user surge and CFTC approval, the information. Bitcoin, Ether catch Friday afternoon bids, rise to 3-week highs. Gemini stock jumps 45% in early trades after IPO. Sol rallies as Novogratz calls Solana, tailor-made, for financial markets, analyst sees $1,314 target. Tether unveils USAT stablecoin for US market, names Bo Hines to lead new division. Institutional bets drive HBAR higher amid ETF hopes. XLM holds ground amid market volatility as payment sector rivalry heats up. Polymarket connects to Chainlink to cut tampering risks in price bets. Father of crypto bills, French Hill, says market structure efforts should tweak genius. Traders load up on 9-figure bullish Bitcoin bets, raising liquidation risks. Stay tuned as we break down the details behind these headlines. Markets expect a quarter-point rate cut from the Federal Reserve on September 17.
This could trigger short-term volatility but fuel longer-term gains across risk assets.
Consumer prices rose 0.4% in August, lifting the annual rate to 2.9%.
Producer prices remain 2.6% higher than a year earlier.
Non-farm payrolls increased by only 22,000 in August.
Unemployment held at 4.3%.
Average hourly earnings rose 3.7% year-over-year.
Futures traders see a 93% chance of a 25 basis point cut.
Many companies are considering launching their own Ethereum Layer 2 network.
However, with over 150 existing Layer 2 networks, most companies should not bother.
Several companies, such as Robinhood, have recently announced plans to launch their own.
Ethereum remains the dominant smart contract blockchain and largest home for digital assets.
Launching a Layer 2 network offers integration with the Ethereum ecosystem.
Centralized Layer 2 networks can set their own price structures and control access.
Layer 2 networks must purchase transaction processing space on the Ethereum mainnet.
However, these costs are likely lower than starting a new network.
Memecoins are rallying amidst growing altcoin season anticipation on social media.
This is partly due to expectations of a Federal Reserve interest rate cut, which is generally positive for risk assets.
Bitcoin has underperformed relative to altcoins, with its market dominance dropping 3.5% last month.
This underperformance has pushed several altcoin season indexes into alt-season territory.
Alt-season refers to a period where alternative cryptocurrencies outperform Bitcoin.
This often begins with capital moving out of Bitcoin as risk appetite increases.
Over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin rose only 0.3%, while the CoinDesk Memecoin Index rose 7.1%.
Tokens like SHIB and Bone, which recently surged after issues with Shiba Inu's Layer 2 network Shibarium, are contributing to the Memecoin Index increase.
Ton Strategy Company has repurchased over 250,000 shares at $8.32 per share.
This is well below its stated Treasury asset value of $12.18.
This buyback is part of their $250 million program.
It follows their shift to position Toncoin as their primary Treasury asset.
The company has also begun staking its Ton holdings.
This will earn rewards by helping secure the blockchain network.
Staking rewards data shows that yield could be as high as 4.8%.
The company owns 217.5 million Ton tokens, currently trading at $3.24 each.
Former Commodity Futures Trading Commission Commissioner Brian Quintenz shared messages with Gemini co-founder Tyler Winklevoss.
This unusual move comes as Quintenz awaits Senate confirmation to lead the commodities regulator.
Quintenz shared these messages after 2 postponements of a key Senate vote on his nomination.
He stated that President Donald Trump might have been misled.
The messages reveal Winklevoss asked Quintenz about Gemini complaints against the Commodity Futures Trading Commission.
Quintenz repeatedly stated it would be more appropriate for a fully confirmed share to address the matter.
It is unclear whether Winklevoss sought a quid pro quo or simply wanted assurance of a more industry-friendly approach.
Quintenz refrained from making commitments, likely due to political savvy.
WisdomTree launched a new tokenized fund focused on private credit.
This fund is called the WisdomTree Private Credit and Alternative Income Digital Fund.
It tracks a basket of publicly traded closed-end funds, business development companies, and real estate investment trusts.
The minimum investment is $25 and offers 2-day redemption.
WisdomTree also launched an ETF tracking the same benchmark in 2021.
Private credit has grown recently as investors seek yield-focused options.
WisdomTree head of digital assets, Will Peck, said it is about bringing the asset class to a wider range of investors.
WisdomTree has launched other tokenized investment vehicles for money market funds, fixed income securities, and equities.
Gemini Space Station saw a surge in its Nasdaq debut Friday after raising $425 million in an initial public offering.
The company priced its initial public offering late Thursday at $28 a share.
This valued Gemini at about $3.3 billion before trading began.
On Friday, the stock opened at $37.01.
Shares climbed as high as $45.89 during intraday trading.
The stock closed at $32, 14% above the initial public offering level.
Gemini operates a suite of crypto services including a spot exchange and custody solutions.
The Winklevoss brothers appeared on CNBC on the morning of the initial public offering.
Shibarium, Shiba Inu's Layer 2 network, was exploited.
An attacker used a flash loan to control a validator.
The attacker drained assets from its bridge and stopped staking.
The attacker bought 4.6 million BONE tokens with a flash loan.
BONE is the governance token of Shiba Inu's Layer 2 network.
The attacker gained access to validator signing keys.
This gave them majority validator power.
The attacker signed a fraudulent network state. Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Joy Campbell alleges Kalshi is violating state gambling laws.
The lawsuit claims Kalshi is offering sports event contracts that require a license under Massachusetts sports wagering laws.
Campbell seeks to block Kalshi from offering sports prediction markets without a license.
She is also pursuing monetary and other relief.
Kalshi offers binary options on sports events similar to licensed sports wagering operators like FanDuel.
The filing states these contracts constitute sports wagering as defined by Massachusetts law.
The lawsuit highlights Kalshi as using website design elements like bright green font for payouts to encourage betting.
Campbell insists Kalshi must obtain a license to operate in the state. Polymarket, an online betting exchange, has considered a deal valuing the company at $9 billion.
This is a significant increase from its $1 billion valuation just 3 months ago.
The increase follows regulatory changes.
Earlier this year, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission allowed Polymarket to operate in the United States.
Polymarket lets users bet on events like elections and court rulings.
During the last United States election cycle, Polymarket processed over $8 billion in wagers.
A competitor, Kalshi, has also seen its valuation increase to $5 billion.
This suggests that investors believe regulated prediction markets could become mainstream.
Bitcoin and Ether are seeing increased buying activity late Friday, reaching 3-week highs.
Alternative coins like Solana and Dogecoin have seen recent gains, with Solana up 17% and Dogecoin up 25% over the past 7 days.
This surge is attributed to upcoming exchange-traded funds and new crypto treasury companies.
Bitcoin is currently up 2% to $116,600 in the past 2 hours.
Ether is up 5% to $4,650.
These prices are the highest since Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole speech in August.
Powell's unexpected shift from a hawkish to dovish stance on monetary policy triggered this surge.
He emphasized the weakening labor market over high inflation.
Gemini stock opened at $41 a share on Friday.
This represents a 45% increase from its initial public offering price.
The Winklevoss twins crypto exchange priced its initial public offering at $28 per share.
This values the company at approximately $3.3 billion.
Gemini posted a net loss of $283 million in the first half of the year.
This follows a $159 million loss for all of 2024.
Despite this, Gemini secured a $50 million strategic investment from Nasdaq.
This positions Gemini as a distribution partner for Nasdaq software.
Solana is rallying, exceeding $239 on Friday.
Galaxy Digital Chief Executive Officer Mike Novogratz called the blockchain tailor-made for financial markets.
Analyst Ali Martinez projects Solana could reach $1,314.
Martinez identified a cup and handle pattern, signaling a potential long-term rally.
Novogratz highlighted Treasury companies tied to Solana and Ethereum, raising billions.
He predicts Bitcoin will surge towards the end of the year.
Novogratz emphasized Solana is capable of handling 14 billion transactions per day.
He believes Solana is well suited for financial markets given its capacity.
Tether unveiled a United States regulated dollar-backed token called USAT.
Bo Hines will lead Tether's new United States division.
Anchorage Digital will issue the token and Cantor Fitzgerald will manage the reserves.
The token will debut later this year.
Hines, a lawyer and former White House Crypto Council director, will lead the entity.
This is Tether's first United States regulated stablecoin.
It aims to compete with United States issuers like Circle, Paxos, and Ripple.
The USAT token is designed for United States businesses and institutions.
Hedera's native token HBAR saw gains between September 11th and 12th, climbing from 24 cents to 25 cents.
The move reflects increased institutional participation tied to potential exchange-traded products.
Grayscale Investments revealed plans for a potential HBAR trust.
The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation added a Canary HBAR exchange-traded fund filing to its database.
The listing, under the ticker HBR, accompanied similar filings for Solana and XRP.
This underscores Wall Street interest in digital assets beyond Bitcoin.
Traders reacted to the news, with technical resistance at 25 cents triggering profit-taking.
24 cents emerged as key institutional support, reinforced by volume spikes topping 17 million tokens.
Stellar's XLM traded between $0.384 and $0.400 over the past 24 hours, closing near $0.393.
It saw early strength, reaching highs around $0.400.
However, selling pressure pushed prices back down.
Market analysts point to this late session activity as a sign of correction.
New payment platform Remitix has launched with significant funding and incentives.
This increases competition for established players like Ripple and Stellar.
This aggressive strategy highlights the growing rivalry in cross-border payments.
This sector has long been dominated by these two tokens.
Representative French Hill supports modifications to the Genius Act within the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act.
Senator Cynthia Lummis agrees, aiming to incorporate House amendments into the Senate version.
Section 512 of the Clarity Act proposes key changes to Genius.
These include stricter liability for executives regarding financial data disclosure.
It also further restricts non-financial companies from stablecoin issuance.
Additionally, it protects individual investors' rights to use hardware and software wallets.
Hill believes these changes strengthen Genius based on House research.
Both Hill and Lummis expressed their views at separate Washington events.